당신은 환영이에요. 팽팽한 월시 위를 당겨다가 누우면 정확히 날아가.
Hey my bookish friends, happy Saturday. Yes, today is Saturday. It is the weekend and I have a book meeting, a book club meeting that we will attend together. I am super excited about this book meeting, and the reason being is because it is a place that I have never been before. It is a vineyard in a little small community called Beachton. So we're going there to have our book meeting. I think it is like a small little local owned vineyard, and we as book lovers and as a book community, we love to give small communities our love by having our book meetings at their facility. We are actually having a wine tasting part of it, and then the charcuterie boards. So it was like $18 for the wine tasting and $12 for the charcuterie board. I am so super excited about this meeting because I have never been to a wine tasting area. So I am very super excited to be able to taste the different types of wines that are being made. And I'm super excited to be able to actually walk through the area that they have of where they grow their grapes and things of that nature, and how they make their wines. Like, guys, I think that is just something that is super exciting to watch, to see, and I'm just so here for it. But as y'all know, I am a member of Lovely Readers Book Club, and today we are meeting at a vineyard to do our book meeting about hidden pictures by Josh, however you say that last name. Y'all, I had that book all upside down, but I have read this book already. It has been some time ago since I read this book, and I do remember little parts of the book, but not all of it. I do know that I just love the illustration in this book and the way she was actually becoming a babysitter of this kid, and this kid was drawing pictures. And at first the pictures were very kitty pictures, and then as the book progresses, the pictures actually start telling a story. So the story along with the pictures just made everything just so exciting, thrilling, and well written in this book. This is the first book that I have ever read by this author, and I have not read another book by this author yet. I want to say, I'm not sure, the last one at the wedding or something like that. I'm not sure if that book was actually written by this author or not. I will have to look it up once I get off of live here with you guys. But I went to work today. As y'all can see, I am in my work uniform. I am going to get freshened up, and I am going to put on something to go to this book meeting in, and pretty much it's just probably gonna be just like a pair of jeans and a bookish shirt, because we're going to a book meeting. Like, have a bookish shirt on when you go into a book meeting, you know what I'm saying? You gotta play the part. And all of us book people, we have a bookish shirt that we love to wear, or a few of them that we love to wear when we go to our book events. Like, who doesn't? You a book girly, book guy, book person, you have something bookish. Even if it's tote bags, you have something bookish that you use whenever you go off to a book meeting. But as y'all can see, I am super excited about this book meeting, and I am just ready to like get out of here and go, but I gotta get dressed first. But to those who are not subscribers to my channel, if you don't mind, subscribe to my channel. The last time I looked, we were 983 subscribers strong, and I thank you guys so much for that. Every time I get on here, I have to thank you guys for being such loyal subscribers to my channel. Like, the community is just a very big, huge, lovable place to be. And I'm speaking of the book community. Like, we can have a conversation about books that just, I mean, the conversation can last forever and ever. It was today while I was at work, the house supervisor, she was talking about, you know, hey, you got another book. And she was telling me about the books that she liked to read, paranormal style books, history books, things like that. And it is just so interesting to me that so many of us that love books, but we do like the same genre, but we don't like the same genre. And so that just lets us see and know how many freaking books are out there. Like, it is a ton of books out there because there are a ton of genres out there. As y'all know, I am a romance girly. I love thrillers and mysteries, and I actually love historical fiction. I haven't got my eye into sci-fi fiction yet. I will, and I don't know if I ever will. As y'all know, I love graphic novels, and y'all, as y'all can see, I just love books, period. I just love books, period. So y'all join me today for a book meeting with some of the members that I am going to congregate with at this book club meeting by Denisha Carter. She is the host of that book club, Lovely Readers Book Club. She is such a nice person. She loves to read books. She loves to have in-person book meetings for women to just congregate together and talk about books. She loves to go to different bookish events and just all the things, guys. And my clock, my Apple Watch has kind of clicked, so I know it is 1 o'clock because I got off today at like 12ish or something like that. So I got to get myself together so that we can go. We got to get gas, and then we can go to this vineyard to get our book day started. I am so super excited, y'all. If y'all cannot tell, I am so super excited to go to this book meeting because I'm going to a place that I just have never been to before, and I'm just so here for it. And remember, guys, we are going to talk about hitting pictures, and I'm thinking about going live over on TikTok for a little bit while we are at this book meeting. So if you follow me over there, you should have already seen some of the book meeting that we actually have for hitting pictures. And for others, y'all are watching it now. Guys, I'm so super excited. Let me get dressed. Let us get started on this road to this Beachton Vineyard so that we can talk about this book.
요즘 따라 네 생각은 잘 안 나. 우리 헤어지고 나서 feeling better than ever. 대체 무슨 사이였는지 이제 기억도 안 나. Every bit of love is gone. 그 시간 다 잊었나.
Hi, we are here for Lovely Readers Book Club, our monthly book club. Today we are at Beachton Estates Winery. We are going to be discussing Hidden Pictures. It's a thriller book. It was really good. And we'll be doing a wine tasting first and having the charcuterie boards. I think I said it right this time.
You did.
So yeah, if you're interested in joining a book club in South Georgia, come join us, Lovely Readers Book Club on Facebook and Instagram.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm again falling for the second time. Don't say another word to me. Don't try to get me to believe every little thing you say burns. Don't wanna hear that you've changed. Don't try to tell me you've got faith. Every little thing you say. There I was, recollecting memories of us. There I was, paralyzed, the cat caught my tongue. There I was, dreaming possibilities, living in past fantasies. Damn, I got the eagle eye, couldn't help but notice. Really caught me by surprise, you look different. Not like any other time, girl, I really can't help you. No, we really can't rewind. What's done is done, let's hide you. Lately, I've been working on myself, girl. Working on myself, girl. Yeah, I'm trying to get
Williams.
Hi.
He's the owner.
Hi. Good to meet you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We actually have it set up inside with air conditioning going, so we will go in and have the wine sampling, and as others come, we'll bring them in.
Okay.
Charles, are we able to buy bottles at the end?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes. We have about 7 different ones.
Wonderful.
Usually our flights are like 3 flights, but I've got about 6 or 7. So if you all are willing to sample them, then we'll.
Sure.
All right. That's usually the response. You know?
This is the most people we've ever had at one of our meetings. That's it. All you had to do was say wine.
There you go. You got to tie those books with something else.
Way best friends. Don't say another word to me. Don't try to get me to believe every little thing you say. Every little thing. Don't say another word to me. Don't try to get me to believe every little thing you say. Don't wanna hear that you've changed. Don't try to tell me you got faith. Every little thing you say.
Beachton Estates Vineyard is all about. And that's what I generally do. I'm Charles Williams, and I retired 3 years ago. I worked in Georgia, Florida. Finally retired. My wife beat me in retirement. So I had to do it. We've been doing wine here for 3 years under the license and everything. But this has been a hobby of mine for about 20 years.
Oh, wow.
And Georgia law allows you to be able to make wine as long as you are not selling it for personal consumption. But we decided to go from that personal consumption, giving it away to all my family and friends, and kind of sharing it as a business. So that's how we got started. They are muscadine grapes here, and they came from FAMU. The logo that you will see is Inyang, and he was the research professor. Dr. Inyang Dixon Inyang was his name. He was from Nigeria. He passed about 18 years ago. But he helped me get all of the grapes established, and he taught me about the cultivation of the grapes and all of that. So he was very helpful in getting everything established. And his wife and family still comes out. If you look at the logo there, the Inyang, which is a wine glass there, and it says INYENG. So that's our brand. And he has also, when he was at FAMU in viticulture, provided grapes to many of the wineries in Florida, but he never got any recognition. He came out and we talked and we dedicated our fields to him. And I know the one over in St. Augustine now talks about Dr. Inyang also, because that's part of what he was doing when he came out. So the oldest grapes we got are 18 years old.
Oh, wow.
And,
So 18?
18 years old. And we got some newer ones up front there. Again, they're all muscadine grapes. And muscadine is a family. And underneath that muscadine family is a lot of different varieties of muscadine grapes. So we got the red ones and the green ones and all of that. So that's what some of the grapes, as we go through the different wines, using different grapes. We're using different grapes. So we do have Carlos, which are the purple ones, and that's one of the ones that we're going to be using for our Dr. Inyang. There's one wine that we did call Dr. Inyang, named it after him. And we do also have a blackberry that we got grapes from in Coolidge, Georgia. And Burton and Brambles is a company there that we source our blackberries from there. We are a farm winery, Georgia registered farm winery, meaning that at least 40% of the products that we sell have to be either grown here or in some of the other different farms around Georgia. Basically, it is promoting agribusiness. So we're a farm winery, and we are also called an estate winery, meaning that everything's done here. So we grow the grapes, we produce the wine, we bottle, cork, everything's done here. Drink it also. So everything's done here. Do small batches, so we control the taste and everything else if we want. We're doing the small batches instead of the huge quantities that some of the others are doing. So I start off with 60 gallons and then I break it down into 5-gallon cohorts. And so again, small batches, and so sometimes I get limited on some of the wines that I have, and they always come back around. And 12% alcohol, so it's a little bit up there as far as alcohol content. And so we will start off with the wine sampling with the tubes. Everybody should have a bag in front of them, and you should have a tool in there. So we have limited blackberry. We have Adelina, which is named after my daughter. It's made out of a golden grape. We'll talk about that one a little bit later. And I've got a white chocolate, and then we've got a nectarine.
You got a what chocolate?
White chocolate.
Oh.
So we kind of toy around with some flavored wines also.
I've never had white chocolate wine.
Yeah.
That's different.
And nectarine. So we will work toward that one. So let's start off and with the blackberry. And it is a little bit dry.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of dry either.
Nice. Thank you.
Cut me a check.
So what flavor is this one? What flavor was this one? Was it blackberry?
I think it's a blackberry.
And see, me personally, I'm not a dry wine drinker.
It's not bad.
You are. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't. It doesn't taste bad though.
Yeah.
But I guess
That's what it is, the very undertone.
Dairy in a wine.
Michaela, there's somebody not coming. Did you want to take your spot and do the wine tasting, or are you good?
I'm okay.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Strawberry fast. So we will be doing strawberries from them also. We also have blueberries that we'll be doing later on. So they're the partner that we have to work with doing fruit wine.
Okay, I've heard of them before, but I've never been out there.
if I do mine like that, mine will come out the glass. You got a good routine going on now.
Yeah.
I swirled quite a few.
That's fine. We didn't realize it was going to be this far out.
Dana, right? Deborah and Rebecca. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm
Nice to
Denise.
meet y'all.
Glad you guys came.
We'll keep guys and get caught up with us.
This is good.
Me get caught up here. So this is a blackberry, and it's a semi-sweet blackberry. And this is from berries that I sourced from a company, small business, small farm in Coolidge.
So I guess we can talk about the book now for however long we want, and then we can go over there and look to the other side. They have jams and like the big wine bottles you can see over there. So the first question is, how did you feel about the pictures drawn into the book? Well, let me ask you this question first. Who read physical copies and who listened to audio?
I did audio.
Audio.
I did both.
Physical grade.
Who did physical? Okay, so you guys have seen the pictures in the book.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to bring it in. That's why I wanted to bring this up so you can kind of look at it.
Oh, look at that. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's sort of hard to visualize
Yeah.
the difference in the.
So I thought the pictures were good. Of course, they started out like cute little innocent stuff, and then they got a little creepy.
Yeah.
So I tell everybody, Hidden Pictures, this would be the one book I would recommend to read the actual physical book, because you get to see the pictures. So I wanted to bring my book, so you guys, yeah, see, told you. So you can kind of see like what the pictures he drew. So what did you guys think about some of the pictures?
There, three.
Yeah. Oh, you did say that. They were creepy.
I did not see it coming.
about him being transgender. I did not see that coming.
I did not.
For a loop.
No.
That did not, So do you guys feel like the story was better with the pictures in it, or could have did without?
With the pictures.
with the picture to give him.
Yeah.
I didn't have the pictures and now I'm mad.
Well, I brought my book so you can look through it to see. So I wanted you guys to see some of the pictures for the ones who listen to it on audio.
Elizabeth.
Yeah. I thought the stick pictures made it worse.
I did not need to know. No, he was there.
As long as it stays on there, because I'm scared of it. I'm sure about it. Okay, so what did you guys feel about Mallory as a cat? Mallory as a character.
I like her.
I like Mallory.
I felt for her.
I did too.
I thought Mallory said, but people wouldn't believe what she was saying. And,
Right.
and it did stop pretty far out. And yet, you shouldn't have anybody to really empathize with her.
Yeah.
Because she was so small.
And, right. But I also thought, like when Adrian was actually listening to her, I thought he was going to kill her. I was like,
Really?
he was going to kill her. I thought he was going to get drama.
A bit suspicious, are you?
Very.
Yeah.
Very.
Everybody's
a killer in her.
I kind of thought Adrian was going to be like whatever the bad guy in the book, but then as it further went along, I'm like, oh, I like him. I think he's going to be good.
And then I thought it was the dad.
No, it's that.
Oh, Ted. Yeah. Yes. So, considering that you guys know the background, Mallory's background of being a drug addict, would you guys have hired her to be your name for your child? A referral situation. And she worked, didn't Caroline work with his dad? Yeah.
Did they really know Russell? Because they turned out to be crazy. I know.
That's read on Russell's part.
It didn't say how they knew each other. What does that say about Russell? Book two is going to be about Russell. Valerie's going to find out Russell.
So he was the sponsor for people because he was a drug addict, years ago. So maybe she met him through that.
Maybe
because she worked her
I want to say with Valerie, the thing that made me cringe with her character is like her not being as honest. Because even when Russell was saying, and he said, is I forget the husband's name. Is he touchy?
and they want to hide things that are ashamed
Yeah, I think
of.
they probably spent so much on not being believed and being
Right.
judged for
Being
the
judged.
truth that it's probably hard
And they
to
probably find it's hard for them to be able to move on, still living their the truth.
Exactly.
Because they feel like people like
They're
hold it
judging.
against.
And that's what I appreciate about her too, because she said something similar in the book, like it felt good to like fit in.
Right.
And be looked at
Like
in
she
a
felt like she
type of way.
belonged in that neighborhood.
Kim, you were going to say something?
I was going to say, after I finished the book, because I was always thinking, why would this posh lady in some fancy neighborhood hire her of all people,
Yeah.
And then I realized it was because she could just spend it on the drug, the history, and she could say, oh, but
Crazy.
don't mind her, she's an addict, or whatever, and the police would probably not listen to her, without the body. And,
Right. That's why she
having-
preyed on Mallory.
Right.
Preyed on Mallory.
Now I'm gonna say I thought she was just being a good Samaritan at first until I
Caroline?
got,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
until I got
totally.
toward the end of the book.
Yeah. Yeah, and
I thought she was just giving her a chance.
right, since she understands what drug addicts go through and she works with them.
I didn't know she
Yeah.
had that dark side. on her.
Yeah, but speaking of Mallory not being honest, like when she first saw the pictures that Teddy drew and she didn't show the parents, I'm like, if that was me and I'm babysitting a kid and you're drawing stuff like this, the first thing I'm doing is telling your mom and dad.
Yeah.
That was, a little strange.
They see the pictures and she didn't take that into consideration. As someone that has a background in child development, art is something that children are really expressive to.
Right.
And they share a lot of trauma and things like that that happen to them through their art. So it's really, for me, it was a red flag that the psychologist mom blew off.
Kind of ignored it.
Yeah, I was like,
So that was a red flag. Like, why are you so calm about this?
right. And he's got this, imaginary friend, and he's talking about, like, those are all huge red flags for me as a child development specialist.
Yeah.
So for the psychologist mama to be like, whatever, he's fine, and I was like,
because I know, I think for the most part, most times you always think, oh, that can never be my kid, not my kid. Right. So I think she would ignore it.
It's like, your child.
Yeah, it's like, no.
I don't know. Like, my child,
It's totally different.
I think I'm not a question.
Right.
I felt bad when Mitzi got killed. Like, I felt like she was just
Mitzi was innocent. She was trying to help. She was trying to help. Mitzi was a little weird, but I did, obviously she didn't deserve to die. Yeah.
I wound up liking her too a little bit. Like, she was out there and she said what's on the mind. She's older.
But she did, what was Mitzi's thing? She did,
reading.
She was a psychic.
a psychic, yeah. Okay, so she had people come to her house and do like the whatever, and then they did the what's it called, the Ouija board. That was interesting to me. How she said she could feel Anya in the room, like moving her hand, and then Mitzi got upset with her because she thought that she was moving it on her own or something.
Because it wasn't making sense, but she was talking in a different language.
Right, yeah.
Well, and then later in the book when they talk about
From going to Philly to a small town in New Jersey. So have any of you ever had like a culture shock where you moved? Yes. Okay.
So it was crazy then. I can only imagine how it is now.
Yeah.
It was very, very crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Military base.
But it still kind of was like,
It's different.
I love that for you. Drink it a little more.
Next month we're reading Heartless Hunter. I can't remember the author's name. So we're going to meet on Saturday, April 19th at St. James. And then that Monday will be the virtual discussion. So I'm excited about
What's the name of it again?
Heartless Hunter. And they have like, at least as of last week, Georgia, the Pines Library had like 30 copies available, literally. So,
Is it by Kristen?
Kristen.
Kristen, so I don't remember the last name.
Yeah. It has a butterfly on the cover.
Okay, so
That's it.
there's two parts to it.
What's the genre on that?
That is fantasy.
Fantasy.
Do you read fantasy?
Not particularly like the romance and mystery.
Okay.
If you try fantasy, I'm a romance girl through and through. Ever since I've been reading, but fantasy is.
So the thing,
I love a made up fantasy book.
So the thing.
London drunk at night, in LA picking fights. I think we have done it all. She knows me in and out, love of a different kind, but we still have no control. Cause when the daylight comes, we're just good friends, baby, good.